All right, well, we have more news from SM Entertainment regarding Seunghan. I will say, before I begin talking about this, the fans, it's because of you that Seunghan even has a career anymore at this point. So thank you to all of the fans of Seunghan and RIZZE in general for doing this, because it's because of you, without a doubt, that SM has not completely dropped him from not only RIZZE but the company at large. So I want to tell you, I appreciate what you guys have done. It's because of you SM even gave him this. But I also want to talk about my feelings in depth. But before we get to what I want to say, I'm going to read you guys the brief summary of what's going on with RIZZE's Seunghan. So Seunghan will be making his debut as a solo artist. Yes. On November 15th, SM Entertainment shared an update regarding Seunghan's future activities, and here is their statement. Hello, this is SM Entertainment. We would like to share an announcement regarding our artist Seunghan. Seunghan is currently preparing to debut as a solo artist in the second half of 2025 and is receiving full support and guidance across several aspects considered essential for a solo debut, including systemized training, producing, management, and more. Moving forward, updates on Seunghan will be shared via his official social accounts, which launched today, 15th Korean Standard Time. Seunghan is determined to showcase a new side of himself as he embarks on his journey as a solo artist and carries out his talents and dreams. We kindly ask for your warm support and attention as he begins his new chapter. Thank you. And that is the end of that. Now, first of all, I'm surprised Seunghan even wants to be an idol after everything that's happened with his situation. And how about SM now turning the corner, so to speak, and trying to debut him as a solo artist instead of bringing him back to his group? It's like, in a way, they're still adhering to the minority of so-called fans who are not really fans, while at the same time giving Seunghan his career back to him, just not with his group. So I'm still calling them out for being punks, all right? I'm still calling them out for being punks. Because if the real fans hadn't made their voices heard on Seunghan's behalf in the first place, then SM would have just dropped him completely because of some unhinged, silly, childish, disrespectful, and stupid kids. And yes, I called them stupid kids because they are. So whilst I'm glad his livelihood isn't being taken away for being a normal human being, I'm annoyed with SM for putting him in this situation in the first place by not defending him when these weirdos came to SM's doorstep and started acting like morons. Shoot, even before that, when all the pics were being leaked and the fans got all hot and bothered about it, yeah, they should have defended him then too. I mean, they said they were going to take legal action and then they kind of like backtracked it and then put him on hiatus. So it's like it was a fake out defense. It was a fake out defense. But I will say this. Let me give you a perspective that you might not have considered. And even I had to backtrack and actually think about this. And some of you probably already know this, but let me just kind of give you guys a perspective that some of you might not have heard or might not have thought about or considered. SM had to take the side of the toxic fans. Yes, you heard me right. SM had to take the side of the toxic fans. Let me tell you why. Because they and their industry are the ones who have marketed idols to be perfect, to present idols, both guys and girls, as young people who have been divinely elevated from a normal human being status, like we are, to otherworldly divine status. You can't date, smoke, drink, at least not immediately. You can't get married. You can't even be seen with another guy or girl wearing similar accessories. Otherwise, fans are going to create a false narrative around the pictures. My point is, companies will defend their rules before they come to the defense of their artists, even at the cost of their artists' careers and at the cost of the companies not being seen as hypocrites for what they have established as rules for the artists to follow. They set up the rules, so they have to stand 10 toes down on their rules, and they will throw their artists under the bus for breaking rules that shouldn't even be rules. So it's the company's fault. What they don't understand, guys, is that it's the rules that are the problem, and they need to get rid of them, but they won't, because the way in which they market their idol groups makes them lots of money. They have created a system that facilitates parasocial relationships, and they make bank off of it. So why would they stop now? And this is why I say we need to let these companies know that there needs to be a change in the way they do things. They need to let their artists be human and stop creating rules that facilitate and even help create and encourage parasocial obsession and possessive behavior for the sake of making money, because it's not working anymore, right? Real fans are pushing back against this stuff and holding companies accountable now. So the way that they've marketed their idols isn't working. You could get away with this stuff back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, before YouTube and all these other, social media platforms were a thing. But because of the advancement of technology, fans are digging into stuff and saying, okay, this is what you did back then, this is what you are doing now, and you're still acting a fool. Companies are still not doing right by their artists. These fans now, from this time period, myself included, we are not having it, okay? I still feel some type of way about y'all keeping him, but keeping him as a solo artist. These Korean netizens are still not happy about Seunghan being an artist at all, and perhaps those people won't support him. But honestly, I don't even like the fact that y'all are making him a solo artist and not bringing him back to the group, personally, because it's still hurtful to RIZZE. They wanted Seunghan back, and even SM now is denying them their brother back. So yeah, it's still hurtful, and it slaps in the face of what RIZZE wanted and what the fans wanted. The real fans, not these toxic Korean netizens that don't care nothing about Seunghan and view him as a bad guy because he smoked and had a girlfriend. It's a slap in the face of the real fans and RIZZE the group. This does not hurt RIZZE. I'm tired of this narrative that if idol acts like a human, it hurts RIZZE, and so they have to kick him out. And again, if it weren't for the fans coming to Seunghan's defense, you would have dropped him completely. If it wasn't for the fans that loved NCT Wavy's Lucas, y'all would have dropped Lucas. But because he has such a popularity among fans, you didn't drop him, because it's like, okay, we can't get rid of him. He's still an asset, but we can't have him part of the group because it'll tarnish the reputation of the group, blah, 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 blah. It tarnishes the reputation of the group because of the rules you set. Because of the rules you set in place. That's why it tarnishes the reputation of the group. Otherwise, it doesn't tarnish a dang thing. And you put it in the minds of these fans that it tarnishes the reputation because of the rules you set. And fans, crazy unhinged ones, the parasocial ones, they're either too stupid to realize it, or they're just willingly playing into the fantasy. But it's not real. These rules are stupid. And it's because of the rules that this stuff needs to change. Okay, and that's what I'm saying in this video. Like, I'm glad that he's back, that he's a solo artist. I'm surprised that he even wants to be an idol after all this mess that happened, but I am glad that he is a solo artist. However, I am not happy with SM constantly sidelining the artists that they were actually intending to get rid of because of the backlash and making them solo artists. Like what happened to Wonho, what happened to Lucas, what happened to now Seunghan, and there's, I'm sure, a few others that have been sidelined as solo artists because the company's like, oh wait, the fans have spoken. We need to kind of balance this out, right? We can still make money off them, because that's all it's about, is money. And it's just sad. It's just sad. And listen, I understand that idols are signing their lives away, and they sign up to basically have this stuff happen to them, potentially. They even sign up for the parasocial relationships. They sign up for this, but it's not cool. It's not okay. And we of the modern fandom are not having it anymore. SM Entertainment, and it's the last thing I'm gonna say, Don't you do this again. Don't you do this again. I hope y'all are watching this. Don't do this again. Get rid of these stupid rules. Get rid of these stupid regulations. Stop making it hard for idols to be able to date people, or if they date, they gotta date in secret. And the company's gotta like either lie about it and say there's nobody dating, or whatever the case that these companies be trying to do. And then when they do come out and they're like, yeah, they are a couple, then the fan backlash causes you to be like, oh no, we got a panic mode. What do we do? The fans don't like it. Yeah, the fans don't like that the idols are trying to be normal human beings like they are, like the fans are. It's all fake. It's fake. They are human. They are going to have relationships outside of the fandom. It's okay. The world will not end because an idol is dating someone or gets married and has kids. I promise you, planet Earth will keep spinning. I promise you, SM, stop doing this. Okay? That's all I want to say. Don't do this again, SM. Please get rid of these rules that are restrictive and causing idols to not be as authentically human. And listen, if there's snobby idols, yeah, get rid of them. If they're snobby, like rude, disrespectful, mean, nasty people, get rid of them. I'm not talking about they have in a past, because they can still learn and develop and grow as people, as young men and women. I'm talking about like as an idol, if they're snobby, mean, rude, nasty, disrespectful, don't care about the fans, don't care about anything. They're just nasty, mean bullies, right? Currently, yes, get rid of them. If they have a past, they can apologize for it, whatever the case. Don't cancel them for it. Let them develop and learn. If they don't learn and they are still exhibiting the same characteristics that they had back in the day, yes, that's a detriment to the group. They don't need to be there, so get them out of the group, right? But do a better job of defending your artists, though, when they do come under fire and they didn't do anything. Do a better job of defending them. Do a better job. Stop acting like cowards. It's your own fault that you're having to do this, to backpedal so many times, because you created rules that said that idols are supposed to be seen as these divine beings and that they're only supposed to have the fans as a love interest. You did this. You can fix it though. You're scared to fix it, but you can fix it. Do better. Because the real fans who have 9-to-5 jobs, who actually have a life outside of K-pop and come to K-pop only for the sake of escapism and interact with idols, knowing that these people are human beings and not something other than, or knowing that they're human beings that might have a love interest outside of the fandom and are okay with it. Those are the people you should be catering to, not these young, toxic, unhinged, crazy fans that you have cultivated with these stupid parasocial relationships that end up having tragic effects. So do better, please. And don't ever do this again, because if you do, we're all going to call you out for it. And not only that, we're going to protest and we're going to do all the stuff that we did for Seunghan. We're going to do it again. And this is coming from a sincere K-pop fan. Don't do this anymore. Okay? Capiche? All right? We Gucci? I hope so, because guess what? We are your money. Don't forget that. The international fandom is also your money. That's also your bank. Do not do this again. Amen, somebody. And the church said, amen. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content from your boy. Seunghan, welcome back to K-pop. And we will not let you down, Seunghan. The fans, we will show up for you. Even if the Korean fans don't show up for you, we, the international fandom, will show up for you. We love you, and we are glad that you are back. And if this is what you really want to do and be a solo artist, we will support that. All right? Love you guys. And RIZZE is still 7, no matter what. I don't give a crap if he's a solo artist or not. Monsta X, I feel the same way about them, even though Wonho is a solo artist. Monsta X is not Monsta X without Wonho. RIZZE is not RIZZE without Seunghan. Peace, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.